We asked 3 people living with the effects of stroke in different parts of Europe about their experiences after leaving hospital. They told us about the support they received, what they found most helpful, and what they felt was missing. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Julie, and I'm 37-year-old, and I'm from the northeast of England, and I've had 2 strokes, one in 2013 and one in 2015, and I had 2 ischemic strokes.
My name is Daniel Serra. I'm 53 years old and I live in Barcelona. On April 2023, after a couple weeks of headache, my wife and I finally find a vascular medical center to have a carotid Doppler echo. In the waiting room, I lost my voice on my right side. At that moment, the doctor told my wife to take a taxi to the hospital, but my wife called 112, the emergency phone, saying stroke code. In 5 minutes, arrived an ambulance for me, and 10 minutes later, I arrived to the hospital where the surgeon was waiting for me. The prognosis was very bad, but 3 hours later, I left the operating room having recovered my voice on my right side. I'm very grateful to the surgeon and the medical and nursing team.
Hi everyone, my name is Nadica and I come from Republic of Macedonia. I'm 33 years old, mother of 2 kids, and 3 years ago I survived ischemic stroke.
What support did you receive to help you live a good life after stroke?
Hi, I was in hospital for 10 days with my first and 2 months with my second stroke. Whilst I was in hospital, I had support by physio, occupational therapist, speech and language to help me regain my speech and movement, which was greatly affected after my stroke. Once I left hospital, this continued for a short period of time, and I received help by the Stroke Association with financial and emotional support.
At the time of discharge from the hospital, 6 days later, they gave me the next appointment for July. By that time, my point was that after my professional career in the health sector, I'm familiar with therapies and follow-ups. So I thought that after a serious and important surgery, I saw the need to have a guide, some follow-up and support, both psychologically and skills. I made the decision to seek support through the public health system, and I found a neuropsychologist. He performed me an examination in May and another in July, passed me 1 hour of cognitive exercise online during 60 days, and we performed some memory exercises.
After leaving the hospital, I had to work with a physical therapist because the injury has affected my balance. And aside from that, I also had to work with a mental health therapist because for a very first time in my life, I experienced anxiety and I had a panic attacks.
What support did you find most helpful?
I'm quite lucky the amount of support I had, because I'm fully aware not everybody has the same amount of support I had, but the most helpful thing I found support I had was going to a stroke group and seeing other people who's had strokes and knowing there really is life after stroke. I now run a stroke group and help other people, giving them the amount of support I had.
The support that I had that I consider more helpful was, of course, my family. I had a lot of rest, home, going walk around my neighborhood. Also, I had the opportunity to talk with other stroke survivors to know how was they day by day after the stroke, and they share with me their experience. But there was something that really helped me a lot. It was to keep swimming with my open water swimming. Swimming for me is something that stays between a kind of relaxing for your brain and exercise, which I kept swimming with less distance, but it really helped my brain to feel like free. I'm really deep relaxed.
During those tough times, my family was my biggest support, especially my husband. They were holding me emotionally, physically, mentally during I was working on my mental health and on my recovery in general.
Is there any support you didn't have that you feel you needed?
As I say, I'm quite lucky with the amount of support I had and received in and outside of hospital, as I wouldn't be where I was today without it, and I'm very grateful for this. But I wish I had a bit more speech and language support. That's the only thing I think I should have had a bit more of.
I think a specialized psychologist would have been very useful, but my deep thought is that there should be coordinated multidisciplinary stroke support teams, a psychologist, a neuropsychologist, neurologist, and surely some other specialties as well, stroke survivors and carers. There should be a protocol for visits from different specialties for patients and families, with the aim of guiding and providing day-to-day support and security. I am very lucky to have practically no sequels, but I think about the support of patients and families with serious consequences.
Besides all the help and all the support that I received from my family and my close friends, I was missing peer support, I was missing some lane navigation and community reintegration in order to speed up the recovery and getting back to normal.